Hello, first graders. Welcome back. This is week 12, day 1. For today's day 1 lesson, you will need your thinking cap, your listening ears, a pencil, your crayons, and your Modules 3 and 4 EL workbook. If you don't have these materials gathered, just press pause, then press play when you're ready to learn. Hopefully your materials are gathered. Push those materials to the side because we're going to start with a song today. Hopefully this song looks familiar to you. We started working on the Amazing Bird song in week 11. As a reminder, we will all sing the chorus. Then you will sing your specific group. Whether you're a penguin, pelican, hummingbird, woodpecker, wood duck, or blue jay researcher. Then at the end, we will all sing the chorus. So you'll sing 3 parts: the chorus, your expert bird, and the chorus. The Amazing Bird song is sung to the tune of The More We Get Together. Let's start at the word all and try to sing with me. All birds have special parts, special parts, special parts. All birds have special parts that help them survive. Penguins have spiny tongues to grip prey. Penguins have flippers, flippers glide through water. Penguins have special parts that help them survive. Pelicans have pouch beaks that scoop fish. Pelicans have webbed feet to warm their eggs. Pelicans have special parts that help them survive. Hummingbirds have thin beaks sip nectar. Hummingbirds have fast wings that help them hover. Hummingbirds have special parts that help them survive. Woodpeckers have strong beaks to peck trees. Woodpeckers have strong feet, those feet grab trees. Woodpeckers have special parts that help them survive. Wood ducks have short beaks that grab acorns. Wood ducks have webbed feet to help them swim. Wood ducks have special parts that help them survive. Blue jays have throat pouches, those pouches store food. Blue jays have claw feet hold acorns. Blue jays have special parts that help them survive. All birds have special parts, special parts, special parts. All birds have special parts that help them survive. Good job! Thank you for joining me for the Amazing Bird song. Now that your voice is all warmed up, you'll be able to meet our first learning target. Today, our learning targets say, I can share my expert bird riddle using a loud, clear, and proud voice. Our second target says, I can give kind, specific, and helpful feedback to help my classmates. And our last target says, I can reflect on my learning. Now, we will be sharing our expert riddle today. However, we don't have any classmates here on this lesson, so we're going to mark that target out, and you can work on that target with your teacher during a live lesson. After we share, we will reflect on our learning. In order to share our expert bird riddle, we'll need to look at all of the criteria. When we share our work, we should use a loud and proud voice. Say our words clearly so that others can understand them. Use complete sentences. Make eye contact with the audience. Listen quietly and respectfully to the speaker. And smile. These are all things that we should be trying to do when we share our work. When you are presenting your work, which one do you think you'll have the hardest time doing? That is tricky, but I bet you can do it. And while other students are sharing normally during a live lesson, we would need to make sure our voices were off and we're listening carefully and looking at the speaker. However, today, you'll be the only presenter with me. First, let's get out our EL workbook. Because if you're going to share your work, you're going to need your work in front of you. Inside of that EL workbook, turn to page 48. In your EL workbook, turn to page 48. You'll know you're there when it says Expert Bird Riddle Template at the top of your page. Show me a thumbs up if you are on page 48 and you have your riddle ready to go. Great! Now you can't see me. However, you can see my little cartoon. I want you to use a loud, clear, and proud voice and read me your riddle. Are you ready? I'll give you a drum roll. Go! Read that riddle. If you're still reading, press pause. That way you have plenty of time to finish reading me your riddle. Great job! I am so proud of you. Were you using your loudest, clearest, proudest voice? Great! Very good. By sharing your riddle and using a loud, clear, and proud voice, you were able to master that first learning target. I can share my expert bird riddle using a loud, clear, and proud voice. Very good. Now remember, we're going to skip this middle target and let's go to the last target. Our last target says, I can reflect on my learning. We have done so much learning throughout this module. We've learned how to research by learning many research skills. We've learned about birds. We've read lots of text. We've worked on our writing skills. And we did a final expert riddle. And throughout this module, we have done so many skills that we can compile them on a big chart. Expert Bird Riddle Reflection Anchor Chart. These are specific skills that we have worked on throughout our module. The first skill says ask questions. We've become really great at asking questions. Observe closely. We now know how to observe images, pictures, photographs, and text very closely. Share and discuss ideas. We've become pros at collaborating. Gather evidence from text. Record observations using drawings and labels. We now know how to find patterns. Take notes to collect information to answer a research question. That was a brand new skill for us. And the last skill says, share what you learned with others through writing. That's what we did with our expert bird riddle. When you think about all of these skills that you have learned how to do during our Module 3, what is the most interesting skill, or what skill do you feel the most proud of, and why do you feel proud of that skill? I'll go first. I'm really proud of this skill. Take notes to collect information to answer a research question. This is a new skill for us. Learning how to take notes to help us answer research questions is really difficult, so I'm really proud of the work that we did here. Which one are you the most proud of? Yes, very good. You really should be proud of that skill. By doing all of these things and taking all these skills in, we learned a lot of interesting facts about birds, didn't we? What is the most interesting fact that you've learned about birds during this module? Go ahead and share. Yes, that is a good one. So many interesting facts. For independent work, get out your EL workbook and turn to page 49. You'll know you're there when you see this chart in your workbook. You'll notice that some of the pictures look a little different, like this picture and this one. But you'll see this chart on page 49. If you haven't found page 49, go ahead and pause the video. Okay, on page 49, it has a question at the top, and the question says, which of these research skills do you feel most proud of? Why? You need to get out one crayon. You're going to color in the box of the research skill that you feel the most proud of. Now, you just told me on our last slide which one you were the most proud of. So just come on in and color that box in. For example, I said that the take notes to collect information to answer a research question was my favorite skill that I felt the most proud of because it was a new skill. Color in the box of the one that you're the most proud of. I'll give you time to do that. Okay, now the question at the bottom of the screen or at the bottom of your workbook page, that's going to be your independent work. Today's independent work says complete page 49 in your EL workbook. At the bottom, it asks you, what is the most interesting fact you have learned about birds? You've already shared this with me, so you've already thought through what you're going to write. Write 1 or 2 sentences about the most interesting fact that you've learned about birds at the bottom of your workbook page. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can also turn the page to page 50 and complete those 2 questions also. Once you have colored in your the research skill that you were the most proud of and you've answered this question, then you have completed all of your learning targets for today. I can reflect on my learning. That target is shown here. I will pause the video here so that you have time to really see what your independent work says. Good luck on coloring in and writing about the most interesting fact that you've learned about birds. Enjoy that reflection time. I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.